This will be my first Alice Cooper reaction. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my live. Happy New Year, of course, 2026. And I'm going to be checking out Alice Cooper, Only Women Bleed. High quality with lyrics in description. Like I said, it's my first time checking out Alice Cooper. I have heard of his name though, and I think I know a few songs by him. And I did a reaction to a cover by John Farnham, who did this song, Only Women Bleed. Maybe you guys have seen that reaction, but this is the original, so I'm going to be, listening to this. Wow, this description is long. Okay, I'm going to read it, guys. Track Track 5 from his debut solo album Welcome to My Nightmare, released in 1975, copyright Warner Brothers Records. It was recorded at Soundstage Studios in Toronto and the Record Plant, Electric Lady and AR Studios in New York. After recording and touring for the last for their last album, Muscle of Love, the original band members were exhausted by their new lifestyle and needed a break. They went their separate ways and drifted apart without a plan to regroup. Alice reconnected with their former producer Bob Ezrin, who had a significant hand in creating the monster that was Alice Cooper, and they decided to begin work on a solo project together. They hired Lou Reed's live band and began to write and record. Guitarist Dick Wagner and Steve Hunter had worked with Cooper and Ezrin on Billion Dollar Babies. Wagner and Ezrin also contributed substantially as songwriters for this one. Wagner pulled the music for the ballad Only Women Bleed out of his closet, and the song was reworked with Alice adding new lyrics. So this is from Wagner, essentially. Okay, and they rewrote the lyrics. The single reached number 10 on Billboard and number 1 in Canada. It's burned into my mind for eternity, and it brings back so many great memories. And okay, that is just more like the person here talking about it. Okay, let me just quickly look up Alice Cooper in Google, and I'll tell you the songs I know. So he's an American singer and songwriter with a career spanning more than 5 decades. Cooper is known for his raspy singing voice and theatrical stage shows that feature numerous props and illusions. He's considered by music journalists and peers to be the godfather of shock rock. Man, I hadn't heard that in a while. Shock rock. Interesting. He's 77 years old. All right. Now the songs, though. Poison, that is the one I know the most. Probably his biggest hit. School's Out, I know that one. And I think Bed of Nails. So there's a lot, to check out from him as I'm just starting to dive into his catalog. If you guys have suggestions, please write it down below. But right here, right now, Only Women Bleed. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go.
Man got his woman to take his seat. He got the power, she got the need. She spends her life through pleasing up her man. She feeds him dinner, anything she can. She cries alone at night too often. He smokes and drinks and don't come home at all. Only women bleed. Only women bleed. Only women bleed. Man makes your hair gray. He's your life's mistake. looking for an even break. He lies right at you. You know you hate this game. Slaps you once in a while and you live in love and pain. She cries alone at night too often. He smokes and drinks and don't come home at all. Only women bleed. 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 Got the need. She spends her life through pleasing up a man. She feeds him dinner, oh, anything she can. She cries alone at night too often. He smokes and drinks and don't come home at all. Only women bleed. Only women bleed. Only women bleed. Don't spend a dime, clean up this grime, and you there, down on your knees, begging to please come watch me Only women bleed. 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 Only women bleed.
This song has me conflicted. First things first, we hit the like. I will subscribe to Alice Cooper. Let me take a look here at his official channel. Subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So why am I conflicted here? Because the lyrics in this song are very dark, but the symphonies, the melodies, and the whole orchestra here makes it feel very like it's like a whimsical experience. Also because the song is longer, almost 6 minutes, and whenever a song is that long, I think it takes you on a journey. It feels like even like greater than a regular track that you listen to like this fast and then you move on. This is like, okay, let me, submerge myself in it and, and get the full experience. So, man, this makes me think of domestic violence, and it's so, it makes you feel very like, I mean, at least for me, kind of sad and protective in a way. It's like I want to I want to help out. I want this to stop, right? But you know that it goes on in the world, so many places where women bleed and they have to put up with men that are ungrateful, and way beyond that, they just treat them, like very like trash, essentially, right? And so it's that type of vibe that that's real, of course, very uncomfortable to think about, and I wish it didn't happen, but man, that he made a song out of it, and I guess it helps raise awareness, I would say. And Alice Cooper, the songs that I mentioned, I know from him, are way more, as they describe him in the description here, like kind of theatrical, raspy voice, like the crazy concert, and big energy type of person. But this one makes it sound like he was serious about it. Like this is a ballad that it's meant to have this undertone of like, okay, that just let's step back for a second and talk about this legitimate issue that that is happening. And his singing here was, I think, more reserved, and he was using more of like this kind of unplugged natural voice without getting to, it's like the cover here making him look like a magician and like this showman, right? And of course you like that, but with a song like this one, I think you have to strip down and be like more conscious about how you're delivering it. And that's what we got here. So I took this song a bit seriously, and in there were some parts with the guitar. It reminded me of Pink Floyd, right? How they go into this sort of kind of psychedelic vibe, and you feel like you're kind of melting into different worlds, and then the symphony, or like the orchestra with playing that symphony, would bring me back. It was strange. It was a bit strange, but really enjoyable. And that's the part where I feel conflicted. It's like I'm vibing to the song. Some of the parts, yeah, but then I think about the lyrics and I'm like, this is terrible. This is terrible to think about it. But it is what it is. I want to try to see what the definition is for this song. I forget if I looked it up when I reacted to John Farnham covering this song, but I'm going to look it up now. Meaning. So Alice Cooper's Only Women Bleed is a sympathetic ballad about a woman trapped in an abusive relationship, focusing on her emotional and spiritual wounds rather than menstruation. Though many initially misunderstood it as such, causing its title to be temporarily shortened to Only Women for radio play. The song portrays a woman's subservience and suffering, highlighting the silent pain, physical bruises, and emotional isolation she endures from her male partner, making it a poignant commentary on domestic violence. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't too focused on like the menstruation and bleeding part. I just took it as more of like an emotional damage type of bleeding. But I guess he was really, talking about the domestic violence, the physical bruises, the silent pain. And what was the wording here that kind of, encompasses the whole thing? A woman's subservience and suffering. Yeah, it's like, of course, this used to happen more back in the day, where society was more traditional. It was a bit sexist, right? Like, oh, the man is in control. He's gonna rule this house with an iron fist, and you have to do whatever he says. The women are, there to please the man and to make dinner and take care of the household and the kids. It's like that traditional thinking. But as we have evolved, I think people have a better understanding of what is right and what is wrong. Same thing with, slavery, with racism, with segregation, with all this. And it's crazy to think that, this type of living would have been normal like 100 years ago, right? It would have been, it wouldn't have been out of the ordinary. And if it did happen, then I think people would have just looked away, right? Turned the other way and kind of ignore it. Whereas now I think it's a more serious issue, and people are addressing it as such. So it's a topic that I feel strongly about, right? And that women should feel safe in relationships, and that it's so messed up when this happens, quite frankly. So but yeah, I think the sound design here in of itself, it's very whimsical, and I guess it takes the approach of the psychology of it, like inside the mind, more than the physical toll that the woman is taking on, right? I hear this song and I'm getting more into like, okay, it's cloudy in your mind, and maybe she's dealing with the pain in this way, as opposed to, just like hearing the sounds of trauma. So there you have it, guys. This is a strong, serious song, and the journey begins here with Alice Cooper. So if you have more suggestions, please comment, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.